Hey, hello, and yes, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hope you're doing. Hello, Unit 666. Hello, yes, hello. Inquisitor Bacon was here earlier on. I don't know, but how? Just who the hell does they think I am? Sorry, brain rebooted, and the first thing I could think of was the main character from the Gurren Lagann anime. Okay, when Inquisitor Bacon joins us, you'll have to explain what that's all about because I haven't got a clue. I'm not a gaming person. I don't know. So, how's everyone doing? Unit 666, how are you doing today? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. And have the storms passed? Has the storm eased off now? Okay, guys. Ooh, let us get started. I'm going to be speaking about a lady who, in my opinion, is she's dangerous, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, when it comes to Christianity and the people who preach Christianity over in Africa. I think that this is one person that would put you off Christianity altogether. But she's got a huge following, and that is exactly the issue. So it was supposed to be she, not the. Okay, I was thinking, what's happening here? How are you doing, Inquisitor Bacon? I hope you're well. I'm good today. No storms today. That's good to hear. Hey, Steve McRae, manager. Hello, and how are you today? I hope you're well. So, right. You saw the title, and the title, it's no joke. This lady has said some very crazy things over the years in the name of preaching the gospel, in the name of speaking for God, because, God has so many people that speak on his behalf. In this case, why this is a bit of a problem is because she has a following, a huge following. She is a marriage and relationship uh, advisor. She's a preacher. She's, all these people, they wear so many hats. And yeah, Steve McRae is good. Just working. Okay, good. Right. Good to hear. At least you're at work. Unlike some people who have decided to sit on their butts and not do anything with their lives. Minus $750,000 down the drain and still choose to sit their asses at home. So before I show any videos from this lady, and I would tell you guys, brace yourselves. You will hear some really crazy things. And she thinks she's all that. She thinks she is a God's chosen somehow. Okay, I will tell you a little bit about her before I get started. And like I said to you guys, always take note of something. Most of the people I talk about here, there's one thing usually is common with these people, and that is they usually not they usually don't go to any theology school. Even if they do go to theology school, it's usually a school that they have created themselves. So who teaches them how to be pastors? Who teaches these people how to be bishops, reverends? Who teaches these people? So this lady, her name is Funke Adejumo. That's her there. That's her looking all. But she is, in my opinion, she is a pulpit bandit. This is a pulpit grabber. So a little bit about her. She gave her life to Christ at the age of 14. She said, at age 14, I gave my life to Jesus, and that was when my life witnessed a turnaround at 14. And it has been getting better and better. She's happily married to Felix Remy Adejumo. They met in 1982 at Ibadan and took their marriage oath in 1984. Her husband, Bishop Felix, is the founder and senior pastor of Agape Christian Ministries. Their marriage is blessed with 4 biological children, grandchildren, and adopted children. Funke and her husband were ordained as ministers of God. They were ordained. No, there's no history of where they had been to go and study how to become ministers of God, but somehow they were ordained, both of them. For a lot of people, when the husband is ordained, you just automatically ordain the wife to. Just 1 second, guys. I am so sorry, guys. The 2 boys came in and yeah, we're trying to have a conversation. My older son had gone to pick his younger brother up, and he'd been doing some baking some cookies. Nice. So got some cookies over there waiting for me when I finish the live stream. Right. Okay. So this lady here, let's have a look. So at some point they received the best couple award. Best couple award. Right. So initially, after marriage, the family settled down in Ibadan before her husband, Mr. Felix, got a call. He got a call from God to go into ministry after much effort to convince his wife of his revelation to start his ministry. They finally relocated. And after some time, they began fellowship in their living room. This is how it usually starts. They would start in the living room, it says, with 4 people. And subsequently, as their number increased, they changed location. On August the 7th, 1988, the church began at Victory Nursery School. And today, their ministry is one of the well-known churches in Nigeria with branches in over 30 locations within the country. So, guys, you just see the order. The husband got the call. Automatically, the wife is roped in. Them 2 are ordained, and before you know it, they start church in their living room. Then the church grows, and that's it. No point to these people go and learn how to be pastors, right? So this claim that they received something from God, God called. Honestly, that's, to me, that's the beginning of the problems. When someone says, I received a call from God, you have not proven the existence of that God yet, but somehow you're receiving messages from him. Okay, now, okay, hello, Blue, $1,000 virgin. Hello, Blue. Mark Caesar, how are you doing? I like that saying, pulpit bandit. Mark, hang on. Just let me tell you, the videos will explain why I say she's a pulpit bandit. Let's be fair. It was good enough for the writers of the Bible to make shit up. So why can't they? Absolutely, it's all just shit. They just make it up. Just make it up. Everyone just making it up. Okay, now this lady, um, I've been to one of her events. So years ago, I I was a member of a church, and the pastor's wife recommended this lady's ministry to me. She said, "Oh, she's coming to London. We should go and see her." I thought, what's the hype about this lady? She said she's everything. I listen to her morning, noon, night. She's everything. She teaches about relationships. She teaches about marriage. She teaches about the word of God. This pastor lady hyped her up so much. So I thought, okay, let's go and have a look and see what it's all about. So we drove all the way to London, or I drove all the way to London. We went to, there were lots of people at this event, at least over 1,000 people. And, I just wanted to see what is she all about. And she came, she talked her talk, and I don't know, for some reason, I just I wasn't captivated. It didn't do it for me. And then afterwards, then she started calling for people to come and give. Oh my. Okay. That's when I knew that this lady is only after money. It's just the money thing. So anyway, hey Sydney. Hello, Sydney. God must exist because without God, there can't be God. Pastor Funk. Okay, let's get started. Let me show you a few of these videos. And hello, Dean Kruger. How are you doing today? Get yourselves ready. If you've never seen a pulpit bandit, this is definitely one of them. Where have we got this here? Okay. So someone did a compilation of so she goes about speaking in her marriage, and she's got a huge following. Lots of people think that whatever she's got to say, that she's got, there's something about her. So she goes about different countries speaking this whatever she speaks. And when she's done, she would usually call for an offering. It's how she does it that's the problem. So yes, let's get started and you hear her speak.
It's part of the instructions.
Can you guys hear this video before I start?
At the end, we should
Can you hear the video, guys? Please let me know.
always raise altars on behalf of our children. It's part of the instructions that God gave me when He gave me the vision of the mother's son. At the end, we should always raise altars on behalf of our children.
So she does this thing called Women's Summit. I attended one of the Women's Summit. In fact, I was sitting right in the front there because I blagged my way to the front somehow. So I was sitting right there, just right next to her, just listening to her rubbish. So she started this thing called the Mothers Summit, where they go and talk to mothers, how mothers should, train their children, how to handle the home and all these things she preaches. So God has given her a message that after every Mothers Summit, they should collect monies from the people. So you will hear her explain what God told her.
It's part of the instructions that God gave me when he gave me the vision of the mother's son, is that at the end, we should always raise altars on behalf of our children by sowing seeds. That's a lie. And I'm going to ask some of you to do it. It's now
To
the norm.
sow
And we have
seeds.
testimonies. You're going to raise an altar unto the Lord on behalf of your children with $1,000.
Listen, when a preacher stands up and says, if you write a check for $1,000, your mortgage will be paid off and all your debt canceled, that's a lie. And somebody needs to get mad and say so.
I want you to step out. Where are you? Come out very quickly. God bless you. 1,000.
So you come outside to give $1,000, and this $1,000 is to what was it she called it? She called it raising altars. You're going to raise an altar with your $1,000 to God Almighty. Guys, can you imagine that you need $1,000 to raise altars for God? And this is a directive that has been given to her by God Himself.
Sit down, everybody. Don't give any envelope to anybody yet. Ushers, listen to me. I'm in charge here.
She's in charge.
Nobody leaves. Wait for the grace to avoid disgrace. Some of you can even give 1,000. It's a special seed.
So this is another
You're
day.
not just giving money. Those of you in the choir, when they take offering, make sure you give offering. Offering time is not blessing time, it is judgment time. That is
right. Guys, did you hear that? So what tends to happen when they do things like this, when they do church and they pass around the basket, the people in the choir tend to they tend to not, in some places they wouldn't bother taking the basket down that way because they're serving God already. They're serving God with their voices. So they make it optional for the members of the choir to whether give or not to give. But this lady says, because in churches they would say offering time is blessing time. So when it's time to give offerings, that is blessing time. But this lady just said, I just turned my phone off. She just said that offering time is judgment time. Giving your offerings in church is judgment time. That's when God judges you. So she's about to tell the members of the choir that they shouldn't think that they're going to escape this money giving business. Because offering time is judgment time. This lady is something.
make sure you give offering. Offering time is not blessing time, it is judgment time. That is when your financial level is determined.
That's a lie. I'm tired of God's people being fleeced.
So if you always hide because you're an usher or you are in the choir, you don't give offering, you can never be financially prosperous.
When a preacher tells you that
if you always hide when it is time to give offerings, because some people, when it's time to give, you see them cleverly, they'll go and hide. The lady says, if you hide when they're giving these monies, you can never be financially prosperous. Never. You'll forever be poor in your life. And guys, please don't get it twisted. She is not in her church. She goes about, she's a traveling minister. She goes about, her husband is usually in the home church. What she goes about delivering all these summits and conferences and things, what she goes about talking and preaching. She's not in her own church. So this $1,000 is not like a tithe. This is like a special kind of offering that you give to her ministry. Okay.
You will give so much that God has to give you so much in return. That's a lie. When a preacher stands up and says the blessing of Abraham is wealth, that is a lie. The blessing of Abraham is justification by faith. The Bible says, and Abraham.
Write it down. I used to be poor before.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm talking about. It's a scriptural principle. Life is not governed by miracles, it is governed by principles.
That's a lie.
Genesis 8:22. While the earth remained, seed, time, harvests. You don't sow, you can't reap.
That is a lie. The Bible says, freely given, freely received.
Some of you can do 1,000.
Right.
One day, some of you will do 1 million. That's where I'm going now. As I'm fun. Very soon, I will fly my own jet.
Guys, did you hear that? She's telling the people that they should give 1,000. But very soon, God will give them the grace to be able to give 1 million. And her goal is to fly a private jet. That's the ultimate goal. She wants to be able to fly a private jet to get to all the different places she needs to go and preach this good gospel of God.
Now I know it is not luxury. Now I know.
Okay, so
when a preacher stands up and says Jesus was a billionaire wearing designer clothes, that is a lie. Into false doctrine. And you listen to me, every one of you prosperity preachers.
Okay, you know what?
Jesus Christ
I'm not enjoying this Donnie, what's his name? This particular video with Donnie on it. I think we'll go to the next video. Right. Okay, just 1 second, guys.
This is a scary place when it gets dark. I do not.
Just if I hand over the microphone to the Reverend, I hear in my spirit.
I hear in my spirit to take a seed.
Your seed for the next level.
Your seed for the next level. Right. So, this is not her church. She's been invited to this place to come and preach to the people. But, you know, some of these preachers, what they do, they invite the guest minister and tell them, you can take a special offering. I give you my platform to do so. And we split the money. Because she's been hyped. They've put the flyers out. They've put the invitations out. They've broadcasted that this lady's coming all the way from wherever she's coming from to come and preach to them. So they expect lots and lots of people to be tuned in, to either be in church or to be tuning in if they're watching, I don't know. So because she is the guest and she is so big business, when she calls for this offering and giving, whatever money she gets or whatever money she raises, then she and the host pastor splits the money. I don't know how they share it, but you know, that's what goes on in the background. But when they tell people, they only tell people as though it's God. God is the one asking for this money.
Helping you.
She's helping you.
So that from now on, neither will be the least of your currency. From Saudi Arabia, people have sent me money.
From Saudi Arabia.
Coming to this house. Reverend Caleb, get ready for emergency thanksgiving.
Emergency
Get ready for
Thanksgiving.
overlapping joy.
Oh yes,
Okay,
Swaggerts. Yes,
so maybe you do
Johnny
your own wedding
Swaggerts.
at 10.
Yes.
Then the day we do at 12 o'clock. Get
Hello,
ready.
Robin D.
Omugo.
Phillips,
Get
Hassan
ready.
Dahir.
Hey,
Hello,
hey.
Godless
Get ready.
Sewing. Hello.
Something left me. This house, you are in for some good crime. International appointment. Political appointment. Oh, they have been forgotten. You hate somebody and they are now at the top. I command them, I compel them to help you. In the name of Jesus. I want 20 of you to sow a seed of $1,000.
20
Step into the
people
altar.
to sow a
Keep
seed
coming. Come very
of
fast.
$1,000.
$1,000. Say when between now and next Sunday now. Come to this side. Fantastic. $1,000 come from everywhere. I'm helping you.
I'm helping you. So, guys, she has come visiting. She's only spoken for about an hour, 2 hours. Maybe for 1 day, 2 days. I don't know. But she's going to raise this seed. She's looking for 20 people to raise to give $1,000 between in 1 week. In a space of 1 week, you give $1,000. 20 people. So that's 20,000. So for speaking an hour, 2 hours, you're able to raise 20,000 and more. And she says she's helping the people. She's helping them. They're not helping her. She's helping because she is the God. She is the link to God here. Whatever they're sowing, this is to God. You see how when I said the title of I said the evil of Christianity. When you use God as the avenue to obtain money from people, a God that you have never proven the existence of, but you obtain money in the name of that God, a non existent God, I think that is pure evil. Not just any small amount. This lady wants to, her goal is to own a private jet. Maybe she owns one now. I don't know.
$1,000 between now and 7 days. It's a new day for you. It's a new day, new day, new day, new day, new day, new day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Where the other 8? They come in. 9, 10, 11, 12. Hurry up, hurry up. $1,000. Reverend, before you preach next Monday, you must take this seat. Latest. If they have it, they'll give you now. Keep it low. If they have it, they'll give it now or in the course of the week. But latest before they start an offering on Sunday.
1 week to cough out $1,000.
Suma, where are you? Keep it low, keep it low, keep it low. I don't beg people to give. It's a grace on my life.
Oh,
To
I
give
don't
your
beg
right.
people.
Give your right. I don't beg people.
This lady has a nasty attitude on her. She thinks like she is some kind of, I don't know, just listen to her speak. She says, I do not beg people for money. It's a grace upon her life, given to her by God. This grace allows her to just ask for it and people give it. She doesn't need to beg you. It's your money, but she's not going to beg you. You're going to give it to her willingly because she's got a grace on her life. Guys, I think I want me some of that grace too. I need some of this grace too. How about getting some of this grace and say, guys, You all $1,000 each. How many people are watching me right now? Let's see. There's 11 of you. That's $11,000 right there. But unfortunately, I haven't got that grace. I don't know where they get this grace from. I think I need me some of this grace. I need me some of this grace, guys. Where can we get this? Oh, thank you, Blue. Blue says, don't forget to like on the video. Thank you, guys. We need to expose these charlatans. She goes about giving marriage, and I think on a different live stream, I would look at some of the principles, the things that she teaches. They are dangerous. She's one of these people that tells you you've got to stay in a marriage. Good, bad, you've got your stuck there. You stay put and find techniques on how to manage the horrendous marriage.
Giver. Between now and next Sunday, either you give the equivalent or you bring the $1,000 and send it to this vision, send it to this ministry. It's a new day for you.
Hello, Uncle Jesus.
One more person. Let's make it 25. One more. God bless you.
25.
All of you in the front, I want you to look at me. Open your eyes and look at me. If I remove my gele for you, there's still a very small spot at the center of my head. I used to hug to pay school fees. I was very poor. Very poor. I see God left it there as a reminder to keep me humble. He said there. I was a head girl in my secondary school. Sometimes 2 weeks I would not be able to go to school because of 18 naira, 9 pounds. There was one lady that gave me.
So she's trying to tell the people that once upon a time she was broke. And now God has blessed her so much that she's now in a different uh, uh, she's now in a different sphere of wealth. And so these people coming out to give their $1,000, they are tapping into the grace upon her life. They are somehow, going to, the grace on her life for wealth is going to rub off on these 25. There's already 24, but she wants another person to make. Can you imagine $25,000 in 7 days for preaching gibberish?
A uniform for 3 years. She's a deaconess in her church today, and she's a big woman at the immigration. I need passport. Anybody, my loved ones. She expedited. I have to tell you where I'm coming from. I stand before you now. I'm sponsoring 49 children. I don't even know them. I don't know their parents. I don't know. My friend is in charge. Just transfer money to him. He pays school fees all over universities, all around the world, and outside Nigeria. But I used to work. I take care of 457 widows. I'm not trying to blow anything. I'm telling you what God's grace can do. If I'm proud in that, I must be stupid. If I had it 30 years ago, why didn't I do it? So somebody must have put it in my hands. Without any babalawo anywhere, without any say that I'm clean, lifting from God. But at 14, when I got born again, God opened my eyes to giving.
Do you guys see this app right here? It's called Audible. There's actually a better way to make money on Amazon other than selling.
And I've been giving.
Okay,
You
I
can't
think
find a man
I
of
am
God pastor and
done.
give.
There are other shorter videos. Just 1 second, guys. Let's go and find. There's the one video I'm looking for. Let's go and have a look. Share the virginity video. Mhm. The virginity video. Let's see. Where are we? Guys, please let me know if you can hear the next video, please.
$1,000. Come out very quickly. God bless you. Oh, okay, sir.
Please let me know if you can hear this video.
You know your size, and don't demote yourself. $1,000 in 12 months. That's nothing. If you want to sit down, you can sit down. $1,000. Where are you? Should not be. Are you giving? God bless you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Unit 666. So,
on behalf of your children,
guys, listen to this one.
Some good things that God has done in my life as the convener
Okay, guys, listen.
Of this summit. My privilege and the vision God has been
Okay, guys, need you all to listen to this woman, right? So she's going to, this is on a different day now, at a different summit. She does this program, it's called the Summits, right? She might go to the UK, do a summit there. The summit only lasts a few hours. To get a hall, they pay for the hall, do the summit, collect an offering while the thing is going on. And after they're done, they'll collect this special giving thingy, what they do. And that's it. She's off to the next place. The same summit. Preaching the gospel. But now it's what she's going to say next. That is the huge, huge problem.
$1,000. Come out very quickly. God bless you. Oh, okay, sir. 1,000. You know your size, and don't demote yourself. $1,000 in 12 months. That's nothing. If you want to sit down, you can sit down. $1,000.
So give $1,000 in 12 months. She'll be back again in 12 months. But $1,000 for the next 12 months. This is nothing to do with your tithe and offering. No. This is just a special giving. And she said $1,000 in 12 months. That's nothing. That's nothing. You should be able to give more. It's nothing.
Where are you? You should not be. Are you giving? God bless you, sir. Where are you? $1,000. You're sowing it on behalf of your children. Some of you are believing God for some good things that God has done in my life as the convener of this summit.
So you are sowing that $1,000 on behalf of your children. Some of the people here are believing God for good things that has happened to her. They want it to also happen to them, right? As the convener of this summit. So these people, whatever is going on in her life, the blessings that God has given her, these people are coming to give this $1,000 because they want part of that glory that God has given to her. So I hope I still have you guys in the chat. Okay, right. So, lady, let's hear.
My privilege and the vision God has been good to me, particularly over my children. I told you 3 of them are married as virgins, male and female. They have their homes super. They have kids to the glory of God. You can tap into it. To pray with you. $1,000. Come out.
So, guys, did you hear that? 3 of her children married as virgins.
1,000. You know your size, and don't demote yourself.
And those 3 are doing so well now. They're in
12
good
months,
marriages.
That's nothing.
Wait, let me wait until she says that again.
$1,000. Where are you? You should not be. Are you giving? God bless you, sir. Where are you? $1,000. You're sowing it on behalf of your children. Some of you are believing God for some good things that God has done in my life as the convener of this summit. My privilege and the vision God has been good to me, particularly over my children. I told you 3 of them are married as virgins, male and female.
Virgins, male and female.
Their homes super. They have kids to the glory of God. You can tap into it.
So, three of her children married as virgins, male and female. How she knows that, I don't know. How she knows that her children were virgins when they got married, I don't know. But those three children have super homes. They've got children, they've got beautiful spouses, everything's going great because they were virgins. Now she's telling these people to bring this $1,000 and tap into the same virginity. What do we call this one now, guys? What do we call this? Somebody, please help me. Her children married as virgins. So now people should bring $1,000 because they want their own children to marry as virgins. So is this a virginity, uh, a virginity blessing? Huh? What do we call this one? She's a basic example of a one-eyed farmer. Mm-mm. She clearly thinks that those people are made of money, and of course, she wouldn't care if they went broke. Oh no, she doesn't. Listen, she's a visiting pastor, a visiting preacher. So by the time she's gone, and the people are feeling the effects of the money that they've given, do you know? Do you know how many homes have broken as a result of people giving in church? Husband and wife put savings together, and the husband says, let's give this $1,000, and the wife says, no, we need to save, this is our savings. Says, no, God is not going to be happy with us. No, we should save this money. No, before you know it, arguments start. Some spouses have gone behind the back of the other and taken money from savings to give because they want their children to be virgins. The lady said her children, three of them, married as virgins, and these people need to sow $1,000 so that they can tap into this virginity anointing. How many of you want to tap into this virginity anointing? I have those things that we weren't virgins. Inquisitive bacon. Ah, yes. Thank you for that comment. These people glorify this virginity thing. They make it look as though virginity is some kind of pass into uh, a beautiful life. Like being a virgin when you get married is somehow the best case scenario. And if you don't marry as a virgin, like your life would be, just a disaster. But Inquisitor Bacon says, I have all those things. And we weren't virgins. The virginity is not a criteria for a good life. It's not a criteria for a good marriage. Virgins have been known to, they get married and they split up because the marriage is not perfect. Because things don't quite work out. Virginity should not be a criteria for a good marriage. It's terrible. It's pay to play purity culture. Absolutely. The African men, this is sickening. Yes. The fact that you will try to collect money from people for your children. And guys, let me ask you guys, because I don't know. I really don't know. How does this lady know that her children were virgins? Did she do a hymen check? She said male and female. So for the male, I don't know, how do you check that a male is still a virgin? Unless you ask. Maybe she asked them, are you still, before they get married, are you still a virgin? And then they said, Mom, yeah, I'm still a virgin. They could have lied to her. Or maybe she's one of these people that on the day of the wedding, when they get married, they ask the couple to go do their business, and they put a white cloth, a white towel. After they're done, they need to come out with the cloth with the blood on the sheets, showing that the hymen has just been broken. Maybe that's how she knows. I don't know. Because how do you know that your children are virgins? Okay, that's that video. So guys, if you all want your children to get married as virgins, please get your money, $1,000, sow your seed to Pastor Funke at her next Mother's Summit, and your children will be married as virgins. And they'll have good life, like children, spouses, good everything. Okay, so next video.
Leave, because I must not miss my flight. Trying to look at the time. I'm going to ask you to raise an altar on behalf of your children with a seed in your hand. For some of it is $500. For some of it is $200. For some of it is $100. Between now and the next Mother's Summit, some of you can even give 1,000. It's a special seed.
Special seed.
You're not just giving money. Those of you in the choir, when they take offering, make sure you give offering. Offering time is not blessing time, it is judgment time. That is when your financial level is determined. So if you always hide because you're an usher or you are in the choir, you don't give offering, you can never be financially prosperous.
Never.
Write it down. I used to be poor before.
You can never be financially
It's a scriptural
prosperous.
principle. Life is not governed by miracles, it is governed by principles. Genesis 8:22. While the earth remained, seed, time, harvests. You don't sow, you can't reap. So if you always dodge offering, forget financial prosperity, don't even pray about it, because God can't answer. It's a scriptural principle. I'm not cursing you, it's the truth. Don't dodge offering. Whether you're an usher, you're in the choir, or you're an instrument, or you are anywhere, whoever you are, you go to a service. When I was poor and I didn't have offering, I will remove my button, earring, and put in the offering bucket. Today, see what God has done. If I tell you that I am poor, I'm lying. I'm telling you, I'm lying. I want you to, between now and 1 year, that's 1 year, $1,000 or 500 or 200 or 100, step out.
Within 1 year. Hello, Paul Kamish.
I don't
Hello.
beg people to give. You're raising it on behalf of your children. If the devil wants to be funny, you say, I gave a seed. I gave a seed. Johnny Mother Summit. Satan, you cannot touch this child.
So here, the last one was for virginity. Now here, the money you're giving is to protect your children. So that when the devil comes for your children, you tell the devil, you remind, I don't know who you're reminding, whether God or the devil, you remind someone that I gave money during the Mother's Summit. Guys, listen to this logic. So you give $1,000 to this woman at her event. Then when trouble comes, the enemy comes for your children, you remind the devil that once upon a time, last year, during Mother's Summit, devil, I gave $1,000 to Funke's Mother's Summit. Okay? So for that reason, leave my children alone. Guys, you see the tricks? You see the scam? 1 minute is the virginity. Next minute it is remind the devil that you gave during Mother's Summit.
Give a seed. You hear that some children are involved in accident, not your own. This seed is a grace on my life.
Guys, this seed will prevent your children from getting into accidents. It's a grace upon her life. So this $1,000 that you give to her will prevent your children from getting into any accidents. It's a grace.
And it's an instruction that God gave me. Each time we come from Mother Summit, we raise seeds.
It's an instruction that God gave her, that every time they do Mother's Summit, they have to raise seeds. So this is it's a God-given instruction.
$100.
So that's that video done. Let's go to the next one. My goodness. I don't know what the next one is. Is this right? Let's see if this is, I think it's the same
$100,
one.
$200,
Oh no, it's a continuation.
$500, $1,000 between now and if you have it tonight, don't wait till next year. Yes, mommy, I'm coming, ma. If you have your own, hold it because I'm going to pray with you.
I'm going to
If you
pray
have
with
it
you if you
next
have it
week,
now.
don't wait till 1 year because the moment it leaves your hand, it cannot leave your life. I don't know whether you're going to give us an account details on the screen because we really need that.
What does that mean? The moment it leaves your hand, it cannot leave your life. So the people, because these pastors, when they come visiting and they raise these seeds, they would rather you give that money day. Because most of you can go back home and change your mind. That's why they might give you 7 days so that, but ideally, if you can, she's about to say they should put the bank details there, because what they do, they try to get you while you're in that space, while the music is going on, while the atmosphere is charged, everyone. And I've been told that, in churches, when these people come and ask for money, that what they do, they would say, oh, they will call for 20 people to come forward and give $1,000, right? And you'd see 20 people will go to the front. That some of those people have been planted there. Some of those people, when the lady says, oh, come out, I need 20 people to give $1,000, the chances are only 10 people are truly giving. The others might just be planted there, but they've been instructed to go forward to make the others think like everyone is going to the front. So I need to go too. When you're in these places and you see everyone is giving, you don't want to look like the odd one out. Guys, I don't know if any of you has heard this before, that this is what happens in church. They plant people there for miracles, fake testimonies, fake giving. You see people going to the front as though they're going to give, but some of them are working hand in hand with the preacher, and it's all they're all in on the act to deceive people. So the gullible people will think, oh God, everyone is going to the front. Even the poor people in church are going to give, and I'm here contemplating whether to, okay, you know what? Let me go. Hello, Soren. Money is the root of all evil, but Jesus still wants it. Jesus wants it because money makes the world go round. She's promising this $1,000 will keep your kids from getting into a car crash or something. Can I sue her if it doesn't work? Inquisitor Bacon. Hi, if your children get into a car crash, how would you know it's anything to do with her and the seed? Guess what they will tell you then? They will tell you that either you didn't have enough faith, or you probably committed a sin, or they would, there's always an excuse. You're not reading your Bible enough, you're not fasting enough, or you've been disobedient to God, something's happened. You can't trace it back to these people. Once she has collected her money, she's off. She's in a different city, in a different, you can't pin her down. Sorry. Sue her for what? How can you prove that it was anything to do with her? In fact, she wasn't there when your child was having the accident. So how can you then turn around and say it's anything to do with her? These people are clever. These people are clever. Hey, Tilex, hello. I sound stuffy. Okay, take my vitamin C's. Okay. Did I have any? I don't think I had any today. Never mind. Okay, let's carry on.
That's, Mama, we need an account details to put this seed. It's very important. Or you put an envelope or something. Mommy was giving us her seed tonight. Mommy from New York. And she said we didn't contact her. So we need, this is important.
Seed.
Either you put the account details. And if it's Toronto that wants to help you manage it because they already have an account. Okay, so please, sharp. When I go, she will handle that. Raise your two hands to heaven. God, you called me, and I'm not doing this for money because you have blessed me. You've given me money.
She's not doing this for money. She's about to pray for the people who are giving money, but she's not doing it for money, guys. She's not doing it for money. This is the lady who says she wants to buy a private jet, but she's not doing it for money. What a liar. No truth in her at all. A liar, a scammer, and a pulpit bandit.
My own. But this is what you taught me.
God taught her.
Go around the world to share it. I pray for everyone sowing a seed tonight on behalf of their children, raising altars. Any other altar that wants to fight against your children, this altar will fight against. No enchantment against your children. No divination in the name of Jesus. Heaven will smell this particular seed.
Guys, they call this money they collect, they call it seeds. But guess what? These seeds that are sowed by these people, sown, they tell the people to sow a seed. Those seeds, the only person who gets the harvest of these seeds are the preachers, are the pastors. They're the only ones who get the harvest of these seeds. Everyone else, once that money leaves your account, leaves your wallet, that's it. That seed is gone. Your seed is gone. The lady just said, the heavens are going to smell their seed. Why? Guys, to think that Africans are being treated in this manner. Some of these people haven't got money to feed children. I think she was in Canada in this one. I don't know. But she does this everywhere she goes. Poor people will go and scramble, beg, borrow. There's one time I heard someone telling the members, she told the people in their church, says if they have to go and beg, steal, or borrow to give to the pastors, it was pastor's birthday. See if I can find that video. Just 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can find that video. Pastor Nikki, I think it was Pastor Nikki. Do you need me?
Not urgently, no.
Do you need that thing now?
No.
Okay.
Well,
when I'm done.
Yeah, whenever you can.
Right. All right.
Are you muted right now?
No, I'm not. I'm not muted. I can mute myself. Come quickly. Sorry, guys. Young man needed my attention. So, right. 1 second. I'm trying to find the video. Pastor Nikki, beg, steal, borrow. Just 1 second. No. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, I found the video. Let's see. So this is a pastor telling members they should go beg, steal, borrow if they must. Wait, guys, let's stop to see. Yeah, and okay, let me share the screen so you guys can see this video. Beg, steal, or borrow to give to for pastor's birthday. Yes, okay, here we go. Right. So guys, listen to someone trying to collect money. This is Pastor Nikki in a completely different church, but this is Pastor Nikki.
All of you to go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm almost getting stopped by police. I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give.
You guys didn't hear the first part. Guys, listen to this again.
To go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Right?
Okay.
All of
right,
you
Pastor
to
Nikki,
go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm almost getting stopped by police, but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give. Yes, seed was last week or whenever it was, but my pastor's birthday is today. And if I'm saying I honor this man of God, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm contributing to this money. Please meet Pastor Genevieve, who will give you further details on how to make sure you get that money to where it needs to go. But I'm begging you, please, let's start preparing our money from now. Go and borrow, beg, steal, whatever it is you need to do to make sure that you have to give to this. Don't let this day go by, or don't let this birthday rather go by without you having given. Okay? All right.
Guys, beg, borrow, or steal to give to for pastor's birthday. Their pastor's birthday was 11/11, so 11th day of November. Yeah, 11th day of November. This is a pastor in the church telling members to go beg. And in this particular church, they're young people. The congregation there, they're young people, fresh from the university, some still going to the uni, some fresh from secondary school. These people go to the secondary schools to go and recruit children. They go preaching, they go and buy them chicken and chips. And the church is called Spark Nation. It was in the news recently how they're exploiting young people here in the UK, in London. These pastors go to the front of the children's schools in Lamborghinis, in Maybach, and what do they call those vehicles? They tell the children, come, I'll buy you chicken and chips. Will you come to my church on Sunday? And before you know it, you tell them you need to give to church. You need to give, go and beg, borrow, steal to give to pastor's birthday. And like George Carlin's commandment, thou shalt be honorable and faithful to the provider of thy nuki, and thou shalt try real hard not to kill anyone unless they believe in a different invisible man from you. Somebody should steal from the church to give to the church. Dean, he should steal from the church and not give it back to the church. Hey, Nidemus, hello. Now we're really capturing. Now we're really capturing grief. Listen, you're giving me me, I love this. Griftianity. Oh, from now on, Christianity shall be called Griftianity. Oh, I love this. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let Jesus take the wheel. Does Jesus have a driving license? Autobots, Starscream, and how are you doing today? When Jesus was around, there were no cars. Jesus has no license. Unfortunately, if Jesus takes the wheel, I'm coming off that vehicle. I'm off. If Jesus takes the wheel, I want nothing to do with that. Jesus has no driver's license to take no wheel from nobody. Okay, let's go back to our virginity. Oh, for those of you who were not here early on, I showed a video of a lady asking people to donate $1,000 so that her children, 3 of her children, married as virgins. And these 3 children are in happy marriages now. They've got children, they're happy, they've got beautiful spouses. Everything's going great because they married as virgins. So these people should give $1,000 to tap into the virginity anointing. So if you want your children to also marry as virgins like her children did, just sow your $1,000 seed. Okay? It's the virginity, the virginity, I don't know what name to call it. I don't know. Oh God, these people. Griftianity. It is Griftianity indeed. So let's go back to this lady. She's a proper grifter. Let's have a look at another video where she's asking people for $1,000. Right, here we go.
To the Reverend, I hear in my spirit.
She hears in her spirit to take a seed from you.
Your seed for the next level.
Your seed for the
I'm going to
next
ask you to give
level.
in dollars. I'm
Mhm.
helping you.
I'm helping
I'm
you.
helping you. So that from now on, Naira will be the least of your currency.
Mhm.
From Saudi Arabia, people have sent me money. Strange wealth is coming to this house. Reverend Caleb, get ready for emergency thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Get ready for overlapping joy.
Overlapping joy. I think we've seen this video
Then the day
already.
we do at 12 o'clock.
We've seen this video
Get
already.
ready or
Let's
move
go
on.
to the next one.
Get ready. Get ready. Something left me. This house, you are in for some good time.
Okay.
International appointment.
Hang on. The other one's still playing.
Political appointment. Some of you have been forgotten. You hate somebody and they are now at the top. I command them. I compel them to help you. In the name of Jesus. Suddenly, as I was dragging the thing out of my room, my son came in. The look on his face was terrible. He said, Mom, I'm coming from the altar. My fiance and I, we just had a burden to pray for you. I know you are traveling, but I just feel funny. I said, as the Lord liveth, there will be no problem. This is what the Lord said to him. So he helped me to pull out those things. I put them somewhere that they should go and give to. Emptied. I actually emptied
Okay,
the body.
no, this is
Then I got into
a
the car.
different. Okay. Right, let's see what this is about. Yeah.
The mother of this house. La mère en ce lieu. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. Elle ne sait pas de quoi je parle. The senior pastor doesn't know what I'm talking about. Le pasteur principal ne sait pas de quoi je parle. No human being on earth knows what I'm talking about. Aucun être humain sur terre ne sait de quoi je parle. It is between God and me. C'est entre Dieu et moi. What I feel in my spirit, ce que je ressens dans mon esprit, that I should ask some of you, c'est que je devrais demander à certains d'entre vous, that between now entre maintenant and in the next 12 months, et dans les 12 mois qui viennent, you'll be sowing a seed, vous allez semer une semence of just 100 euros, de seulement 100 euros every month, chaque mois, into Pastor Modestine's dans la vie de Pasteur Modestine. If I told her, she won't let me do it. Si je lui avais dit, elle m'aurait pas autorisé à le faire. I'm a servant of God, vous savez que je suis une servante de Dieu et non une servante de l'homme. Some of you in this house, il y a certaines personnes ici, her life has blessed you. Sa vie vous a béni. And I want you to be a part of this. Et je veux que vous en fassiez partie. If you are one of them, can you step out here? Come to the altar. Venez à l'autel. 100 euros, 100 euros. Every month, chaque mois. The next 12 months. Pour les 12 mois qui viennent. I didn't take permission from Pastor Ivan. Je n'ai pas pris la permission de Pasteur Ivan. Je le connais. He would tell me don't do it. Il m'aurait dit ne fais pas.
So what she does, she'll go to these churches. She'll tell the people, "Oh, God has asked me to collect this money." Your pastors have no clue what I'm about to do. If your pastor had known I was going to do this, they probably would not let me. But because this is God, I've got to do it because this is a God directive. So they get them to come out. Now here in this particular church, it's $100. No, sorry, 100 euros for the next 12 months.
But I know God laid it on my heart.
God laid it on her heart.
I used to be very poor. J'étais très pauvre auparavant. This is what God taught me. Et c'est ce que Dieu m'a enseigné. That brought blessings into my life. Qui a apporté la bénédiction dans ma vie. And today, et aujourd'hui, I am paying school fees all around the world. Je paie des frais de scolarité partout à travers le monde. Different currencies. Dans diverses monnaies. In different currencies.
She wants to buy private jets.
Thank you for coming out. Merci d'être venu. from this month
à partir de ce mois
and for 12 months,
et pour les 12 mois qui viennent,
nobody will call you on phone.
personne ne va vous téléphoner,
Nobody pushed you to do it.
personne ne vous a poussé pour le faire.
Nobody will send you a text to
Personne ne
remind
va
you.
vous envoyer un message texte pour vous
This
rappeler.
is for your own
Mais
lifting.
ça, c'est pour votre
For your
propre
own
Believe that I
lifting.
am a servant
Si
of
vous
the
croyez
Lord.
que je suis servante du Seigneur,
Watch what will happen to your life.
voyez
Ah.
ce qui va se passer dans votre vie à
Some
partir de
people will
maintenant.
say, oh, is it money?
Il y a des gens qui disent, oh,
No, it's
l'argent.
more than money.
Non, c'est plus.
Okay. Guys, if you give this money, it is for your own uplifting. This money is for your own. Your $100 every month is for your own uplifting. So let's see another.
I've not taken permission from Pastor Funke
Oh,
because
this is a different
I'm
church
freeing
now.
my spirit in this house. I want to help some of you. I've not
So
taken
this
permission
is-
from Pastor Funke because
This is in a different church. She's not taking permission from the host pastor. She knows that she's at home here, so she can do whatever she wants. So
I've not taken permission from Pastor Funke because I'm freeing my spirit in this house. I want to help some of you to move to your next level financially.
hey, Donald
And I want
Head,
to help you in
hello.
2018. Whether you've done it before or not, it doesn't matter. You're going to give God 1 million naira.
Hello,
in
Jewett
2018.
lover.
You can give 2,000 naira in the month. You can give as the Lord provides for you. If you have it, you give it. But you're going to say, this is for stupendous wealth. I'm
Stupendous
changing level.
wealth.
I'm moving to another level. I want you to
Oh,
stand up very quickly.
guys, no. You
I want
guys did not hear that.
And I want to
This,
move to your next level financially.
if you want to move to your next level financially, you want stupendous wealth. So, the Christian God is a transactional God. Give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall men give unto your bosom. You give something to God to get something in return. Usually you give and you get a double portion. And when you're giving to God, you've got to make sure you give in faith. You see, your giving needs an ingredient to activate it. And the ingredient is faith. When you give that money, you still need to activate it with faith, because then God would, from his high heavens, when he's sitting on his throne with Jesus on his side, he'll look down. Oh, my child gave me $1,000. You know what? My child deserves a double portion of my blessings. I should give my child $10,000 before the end of the week. How about that? Then the angels will say, yes, send me. I will drop the money in their account. Just terrible.
And I want to help you in 2018.
She wants to help you.
Whether you've done it before or not, it doesn't matter. You're going to give God 1 million naira in 2018. You can give 2,000 naira in the month. You can give as the Lord provides for you. If you have it, you give it. But you're going to say, this is
Thank
for
you.
stupendous wealth. I'm changing level. I'm moving to another level. I want you to stand up very quickly.
Okay.
Don't wait for anybody. In 2018, come out. I'm going to be praying with you. Hurry up. I don't beg people to give.
She doesn't beg
This
people
is what
to
brought
give.
me by God's grace to where I am today. I used to be poor. Face the altar.
Face the
Shall
altar.
just leave them. They'll be fine. Yes. Anyone that can give $1 million cannot hurt me here. Please move forward. Move close. It's very good to be close to the altar. 1 million naira this year. I want to have the account of the ministry on the screen. Nobody is promoted by accident.
Nobody is promoted by
I'm an
accident.
incurable giver. This is what I do. This is how I live my life. And it pays.
It pays to
But
give.
even 1 million naira. It doesn't matter any speaker that comes. Oh, I didn't take permission from you. This is home for me. Now listen, any speaker can come and raise any seed. This one
Mm.
doesn't disturb it. In the course of the year, the Lord can lead you to.
Guys, you all are not understanding what's happening here. This thief just said, after she's gone, another speaker can still come to this church and raise a different seed. That's different from her own seed. They should still go ahead and give to that preacher when that preacher comes. But you see, for her and her seed, this one is a special. It's special. So these churches are nothing but Jesus said it. It's a den of robbers. So she has come visiting. So collecting, look at how many people. I don't know how much 1 million Nigerian naira is in pounds and dollars. If anyone can work that out for me. 1 million Nigerian naira. How much would you get in dollars? Let's say dollars. How much is 1 million Nigerian naira in dollars? In a country that has been voted the poverty capital of the world 3 years or 4 years in a row. Nigeria took over from India as the poverty capital of the world. Over 50% of the population are living in abject poverty. They're living below the poverty line in that same country. All these people will come and say God spoke to them and they should collect this thing they call an offering. And she's saying, when another pastor comes, they collect their seed. You still have to pay that one too. This is just thieving. Pulpit bandits. And stick to Princess. Listen, Theo. Princess Belemzi has been in some serious. Someone right now, as we speak, is doing an expose on Princess Belemzi. Someone has been given information about Princess, our dear Pastor Princess Belemzi, and Princess Belemzi. We need to get back to Princess Belemzi. There's a lot going on there. Guys, these people are nothing but thieves. 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 Okay, let's hear the rest of this woman's thingy.
But this one is your seed for the year. This is January.
January.
You are sowing it into this ministry.
Sowing.
You are registering for something unusual. Hurry up, we are waiting for you because we want to pray.
Sowing this seed means you are registering for something unusual. Guys, can you see how churches scam people? Meanwhile, God sits there and lets these people do all of this in his name. Then they say, God exists. God exists. Okay, if he does exist, all right. So he's watching these people do these things in his name and will not even put a stop to it. And you want me to believe that he exists?
₦1 million, that's what you are giving to the Lord this year. Don't wait till you have everything. Take a book, be writing it. Any day you send 50,000, write it. Can I have the account details? Is it there? Oh, great. Your church
Hello,
account details must be
Danisha.
on your phone.
Right,
Must
is that
be
how
with
much
you,
it
because
is?
God can ask you to give anything, anytime.
2,400 US
Anytime.
dollars.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Guys, did you see how many people came forward? Did you see? Look how many people. And they're all going to give $2,400 each. By the way, guys, in January, in most of these churches, they collect, in the month of January, they collect what they call a first fruits. So you pay your tithe and offering. Your tithe is a 10% of your income. Offering is just whatever you want to give. But in the month of January, most of these churches collect what they call a first fruit. And your first fruit is all your salary for the month of January. Everything. Everything is called a first fruit. In the month of January, they collect the first. Most of these churches over in Africa, that's how it's done. Go and find out, guys. I'm not just speaking out of my ass. No, go and find out. Just find out from an average African Christian what is a first fruit. They'll tell you. The first fruit is the January salary, every single thing. In fact, they tell people who are business owners that you have to give everything you make in the month of January before paying any taxes, before paying your staff, before paying, and then you go and find money to pay your workers from somewhere else. They start teaching people how um to be saving up for January, because January, that's when it's a tough month for a lot of people, a lot of churchgoers. January is usually a tough month for a lot of churchgoers because that's the month where, and these pastors are very clever. In January, they place everybody on a fast, 30-day fast, 40-day fast, 100 days, because they know that come January, gosh, you're going to feel the pinch. So putting you on a fast, they say it's from God. That's the way to start the year. It's all a lie. They do it because if you're fasting, at least you're not looking for food to eat, because all your money has gone to church. Okay, this is another one of her scams.
Hurry up if you're coming, come very fast. Now everybody sit down and listen to me. I want 5 men in this ministry
5 men.
that will give a seed of $1,000 every year. Every year. You know it's a covenant. You can do more.
A covenant.
Every year you give a seed of $1,000.
For how many years?
Or in pieces or as a whole. You sow it.
For how many years?
To your man of God.
To your man of God.
Pray for you.
So 5 men. Every year they will sow to their man of God, their pastor. 5 men every year, $2,400. This is outside of tithe and offering, okay? I think I'm in the wrong profession, honestly. I need to open my own church tomorrow. Guys, please, I need some ideas of names for my own church, my own ministry. I need to collect seeds and this thing they call seeds, offerings, and this lady, this thief said it is a covenant. Wait, you're not giving to God. She's specific. This money, this she just talked about now. This is not, you're not giving to God. No. Because usually they'll tell you that you're giving it to God. That's how they get you. But this one, she says you are giving it to your man of God. This is pocket money for your pastor. So guys, please, I need your help. I need to find a name for my church. My church has to open tomorrow. I've got my Bible here. What else do I need? I can speak. I think I've got good oratory skills, I think. What else do I need? I don't need any more than that. Just tell them that God when I go to sleep tonight, when I wake up tomorrow, God called me. I heard God woke me up, and God said, Esther, get up and go and preach my gospel. You are called by me. You listen, my church starts tomorrow. And all of you are welcome to my church. All of you are welcome, as long as 5 men are paying $1,000 every year and 5 women to my church. In fact, we need more. We need more. How about the Holy Church of Get and Go? Jewett lover, you think that will work? Holy Church of Get and Go. They'll think I'm just a money grabber. Nah, that's not going to work. Church of Get and Go. Church of Charity. Unsaid subtitle. Charity to the church. Right. Our Lady of Perpetual Fleecing. You need heartstring pulling me. Ah, right. Okay. Let me because he said so. Okay, let's go and find some music. No, there's music. Don't worry. We've got it all going on. It's all here. Not to worry. We've got it. Acoustic. Is it acoustic cinematic? Yeah, we could do with some acoustic. How about that? Yes. We can use that one. How does this work? No. No, not this one. No, I think this will work. This will do the trick. That's it. Yes, that's the music set. Everything's set. Just need to find the name for my church. Start my church tomorrow. The 5 men, 5 women, everyone, just come along. Bring your money, bring your wallets, bring your everything. Yeah, I like that. So that's not the peeps. Oh my God. I really like that. Our Lady of Perpetual Fleecing. This is good. Okay, let's see. Church of Our Lady of the Perpetual Exemption from taxes. I love that one. I love that. Church of God seeds us. Okay, that's another good one. Right, let's see. The second church of Pass the Loot. Second church of Pass the Loot. St. Esther and the Holy Peeps. Let's see. The Afro-Humanist Parish. Theo, you're being too generous. You're being too nice. No, we need something more catchy, something more, because church is starting tomorrow, guys. My church starts tomorrow. Okay, let me turn this music off now because you hardly hear me. Stop this nonsense. Okay. Right, let's go and hear the rest of this 5 men and 5 women business.
Just cut to me now. Step out. If you're more than 5, that would be fantastic.
Gosh, it's like like she's about to fight.
And goes to his hand, not church. You don't put the seed in the offering bucket.
No, guys, you guys are not hearing this. No. This lady is out for war. She's saying every year that money has to leave your hand and go to the pastor. This is not church money. This is not church money. No. This is pastor's money. This lady's a thief.
I want 5 men in this ministry that will give a seed of $1,000 every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Every year.
You can do more.
You can do more.
Every year you give a seed of $1,000 anyhow, whether in bits or in pieces or as a whole. You sow it.
Just want to enrich the pastors.
To your man of God. Stand up. I want to pray for you. Just occurred to me now. Step out.
It just occurred to her now.
If you're more than 5, that would be fantastic. Every year, $1,000 leaves your life and goes to his hand, not church. You don't put the seed.
Goes to his hand.
You get his account details or you write the check. Fantastic. I'm so proud of the men here. Give the Lord a big hand for them. Fantastic. Wow. When you call for one, many will answer you. Fantastic. I want to ask 5 women.
Oh, okay. We listen.
A of $1,000 every year.
The women are not left out. See?
Stand behind the men. Fantastic.
Stand behind the men.
Till Jesus comes. You don't need.
Guys, these people have to give this money every year till Jesus comes. So that means, of course, Jesus is not coming. He's definitely not coming. He's 2,000 years late and he shouldn't even bother. Whatever he came to do the first time around didn't work. He should just save himself the trouble and just not bother. These people have to give $1,000 every month till Jesus comes. Guys. Those of you who don't believe in Christianity, you don't know how you're saving yourself so much money. You don't know. You don't know how you're saving yourself a lot of money. Huge savings. Many Christians are in bondage. Many Christians go to church and they are in some real bondage. Giving to your pastor $1,000 every year till Jesus comes. What a scammer. What a thief.
Them to say thank you to you. Just do it. 1,000 every year. It may be in January, it may be in December, it may be in June. You just know that this seed is not my tithe, it's not my whatever. And then you tie it. One of my mentors is Mike Murdoch. He said so
yes,
many people,
that's her name.
Tell their offering what to
that's
do.
That's her name.
He said,
yes.
God opened his eyes and he saw many harvests roaming around. He said, what's on? He said, the people that own this harvest, they didn't give us any instruction. They didn't tell.
Gosh. The Church of the Holy Toast. We need dollars for the butter. The Church of the Holy Toast. Right. Soren says she wants 5 men to give their seed. 5 men to give their seed. All right. This woman. Have you guys seen this one?
It's part of the instructions that God gave me when He gave me the vision of the mother's son. At the end, we should always raise altars on behalf of our children by sowing seeds. And I'm going to ask some of you to do it. It's now the norm.
It's the norm.
Testimonies.
It's the norm.
Between now and next year, one whole year, you're going to raise an altar unto the Lord on behalf of your children with $1,000. I want you to step out. 1 year, 365 days. Where are you? Come out very quickly. God bless you. $1,000. Sit down, everybody. Don't give any envelope to anybody yet. Ushers, listen to me. I'm in charge here. Nobody leaves. Wait for the grace to avoid disgrace.
Okay, guys. So you saw this lady's tactic of now let me show you just a little bit of what she teaches when she's not preaching, or no, when she's not talking about sowing seeds and harvest and give. What exactly does she teach that makes people invite her? She's all over the place. So it's a 2-minute video. Let's see an example of what she teaches that makes her so popular.
Pentecostal preacher Funke Felix Adejumo has appeared in a viral video admonishing rich people to abandon their poor friends and get into the clique of rich folks. Felix Adejumo told our congregation that the Christians should be focused on making money. You are the richest among your friends when you sit on a table. That relationship has expired, she said. There is one man called Okoya. His wife, whether she is the 15th wife, it's not my business. I am looking at them and seeing dignity, seeing royalty. Felix Adejumo, who pastors Agape Christian Ministry in Akure, Ondo State, urged our congregation to make friends with rich people, citing the example of Joseph in the Bible, who made friends with the wealthy prisoners such as the butler and baker. Befriend wealthy mentors. You may not like their nose, it doesn't matter. It is not their nose you came to look at, it's what they are. You look like what you look at, she said. Reacting, broadcaster and self-declared scripture teacher Daddy Freeze wrote in a social media post, Auntie Funke, when will you start preaching the true gospel and leave materialism? Did Christ or Paul select their disciples using money as a yardstick?
So guys,
Please
did
take
you
these
hear
statements
that?
back. Felix Adejumo is not new to controversial statements. In 2018, the televangelist set social media abuzz when she asked a congregation to sow a seed of $1,000 in a year. The following year, she told her female audience not to cry or bother when their husband cheats on them. According to her, women should dress well and walk majestically to show they are unbothered about it.
I'm hoping, I want to see if I can find the video where she was telling her members that if you are the richest among your friends, then that relationship has expired and you need to find rich friends. I think this is it here. I hope this video will play.
Stop dating. No,
What?
seriously.
Sorry.
Stop dating. Did you know it takes about...
Some of you,
Okay,
you
yeah,
are
this
the
is it
best
here.
person in your group.
Okay, guys,
Wake up.
listen to this preaching, eh? Listen to this preaching
Some of you, you are the best person
in
in
your
your
group.
group. Wake up.
Wake
That
up.
group should expire tonight. You are the richest in the company among your friends. When you sit on this, you are the richest. That relationship has expired. Move on.
Hey, now don't hear them.
If you are the best person in your group, that group has expired. If you're the richest among your friends, it's time to find yourself some wealthy friends. Guys, yeah, this is what some people go to church to go and listen to. Hmm? This is what Christianity is really about, the money. Donut head. Let's see what's happening here. Instead of what's your porn name, it could be what's your church name. Bukaki. No, 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 Bukaki. I did not know what Bukaki was. I heard somebody thinking, what on earth is Bukaki? Until I found out what it was. Oh, Grift Kaki. Give Kaki? Not Bukaki, but give Kaki. So, Paul Scatness is Notre Dame de Monet. What does that mean? What does that mean? Notre Dame de Monet? I'm in charge here. Yes, you are. The Monet, no, ever see Mel Brooks' History of the World. Right. Oh gosh. It says there, your minds are in the gutter. Yeah, I can tell. You guys need a holy cleansing. You need the Holy Spirit to come over you and just take over and cleanse you from all your filthiness and unrighteousness. The Bible says your righteousness are like filthy rags. Your dirty, dirty mind. We need the Holy Spirit to clean your minds. Huh? Very dirty minds are here. Stop dating. I know it was just an ad. It was just an ad. Sorry, guys. These are my raisins. My raisins. Those are my raisins. Okay. My raisins. What are you talking about? This is the get rich motivational speaking, not religion. Hmm. What is religion all about? Is it not about getting money? Religious texts are for teaching us Bronze Age morality, not information age money motivation. Our Lady of Money, very original. Our Lady of Money. Yeah, you've got to tell it as it is. I'm starting my own church because I want to be rich. Theo, that's the idea. I'm not mincing words. I'm starting my own church because I need to be rich. So just Our Lady of Money. Why not? Stop corrupting Esther. You never know. Esther might be more corrupt than you think. Esther might be more corrupt than you are. Our Lady of the Money. Yes. It would be worse. Oh gosh. Unit 666. Shh, shh, shh. Don't just shh. People Thulu is not here. This will turn it will turn sexual and just sexually graphic in a minute if People Thulu was here. So shh. Oh my, please. Fire, fire, Holy Spirit fire. Dean, you know how they do it over there in Africa. If you have watched History of the World, you would laugh off your behind all night. Okay, I might watch it tonight then. Contrary to what a lot of religious people believe, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yes, that book. I haven't read it, but I saw that the gentleman when he was advertising his book, lots of ads advertising. Is not a book in the Bible, and Dave Ramsey was not one of the Israelite prophets. How much to clean your mind? Paul, $1,000. $1,000 to clean your mind. A whole cleansing. I had one of the bidet attachments, but it leaked, so we had to stop using it. In bidet, that's where it's like a urinal, isn't it? Yeah. Do not summon. Who are we not summoning? Is it the what do you call those ones? We've been summoning them for a long time now, but they never turn up. What they call those the oral sex demon. Yes. The oral sex demon. We've summoned them and summoned and summoned. We've invited them. Come. In the middle of the night, just come. Come and do what you do best. You go to these Christians and you have sex with them in the night and in their dreams and in their you give them good sex and good blow jobs and all these things. We atheists have summoned these sex demons, but they never come. They never come. Please, don't. Not people Zulu, please don't. I know. No, guys. Don't do it. Shroud of Turin. Listen, Soren, if you say Shroud of Turin, guess who's going to come? When you say Shroud of Turin, someone's ears would be, his ears would be just listening. That is Othangelos. Othangelos, that word, no, those words, the Shroud of Turin. Anywhere Othangelo is, he will be here in a second. So no Shroud of Turin. No, please, guys, no, don't call. See, I'm looking in the chat now, thinking, gosh, people Thulu is going to be here in a minute. No. You were asking how much money to be cleansed. $1,000. Autobot Star Scream. $1,000 is going to cost. Beetlejuice. How much does a Tide Pod cost? What's a Tide Pod? What's it? You guys, goodness gracious, what is a Tide Pod? I don't know. Yeah, those oral sex demons are just huge teasers. They just disappear for some reason. They only go after the Christians. We have summoned them. What haven't we done? Some of us have even gone to bed naked, just in readiness for these sex demons, the oral sex demons, all these sexual demons that come in the middle of the night, the spirit husbands and the spirit wives. Some of us have even, we've set everything ready for them. Ready. Please come. Guys, you were here that night when I gave an open invite to the oral sex demon and the sex demon. I said they should come. That night, I was ready for them. But they never came. They never came. Unit 666, don't you dare start. Don't you just take over from people Thulu tonight. Don't do it. If you say Shroud of Turin 3 times, while looking in a mirror, a Thangelo will appear behind you. I'm not saying it, Dean. No one's going to get me to say Shroud of Turin because I bet he's on his way here now. Better end this live stream before he shows up. I'm ending this live stream before he shows up. So no. Tide Pod. Tide Pod. Is anyone going to tell me what a Tide Pod is? Anybody care to tell me what a Tide Pod is? I know what a tide is. I know what a pod is. Tide, and pod. Tide Pod. No, not ringing a bell. Tide Pods are these washing gel packs the kids ate for a TikTok challenge. Ah, right. I'm poisoning himself because it's soap. Oh, okay. Is that the for washing of clothes? Right. Okay, guys, I think that's us done. So, how many of you want your kids to marry as virgins? How many of you want your children to have? I keep looking in the chat. No people Thulu. No people Thulu. No people Thulu. Keep looking. So, how many of you want your children to marry as virgins? How many of you raise hands up in the chat if you want your children to marry as virgins? Because if they marry as virgins, they will have good marriages. They will have beautiful children. They will have successful careers. They'll be rich. They'll be blessed if they have if they marry as virgins. And not this is not just only for the female, your female children, for the male as well. How you're going to know they're virgins, that I don't know, because the God in the Bible once told the men to kill everyone but save the virgins for themselves. How they were going to find out that these ladies were virgins, I guess we can apply that same scenario here. How you would know that your children are virgins, I do not know. But how many of you want your children to be virgins? Try before you buy. Oh, come on. Dean, no, that's not what we're talking about here. There's no try before you buy. Come on. We want virgin children. Come on. We want our children with virgins. How many of you? How many? Nobody wants their children from the eighth dimension. Then you have to get him to say his name backwards to send him back. From the eighth dimension. Ah, great. Okay. Who's going to the eighth dimension? Oh, Soren, see you later, Soren. Posh cat that doesn't care. Oh no, man. I don't have kids. Yes, but this is for the future kids, It doesn't matter. The kids you'll have how many years from now? Just, the goal is to have children go into marriage as virgins. Hmm? I like watching other people pay for kids. You, you, you tight with your money. You don't want to pay for kids. Okay, guys, since nobody wants their children to marry as virgins, unfortunately, because if anybody had said they want their children to marry as virgins, I would have said, tomorrow when my church opens, Our Lady of Perpetual Fleecing, when my church opens tomorrow, come with your $1,000, and your children shall be blessed with the spirit and the gift of virginity on their wedding day. And I will even give you guarantee, on the day your children get married, go and stand by the door on their first sexual encounter. You go, in fact, you make their beds. Make sure to put the whitest of the whitest sheets on that bed. And tell your child and their spouse, when they're done with their first sexual encounter, you need the sheets. Guaranteed there will be blood on the sheets. I guarantee it. Just bring your $1,000. Okay, guys? You all know I'm joking, right? No, why would anybody want to know why, if their children are virgins or not? It's sick. Sick. It's sick to stand on the pulpit and tell people my children married as virgins. So what? So what? Your children married as virgins? What? I don't. So the things that come out from the mouths of these people in churches, you just Can you imagine me go tell people, oh, my son is still a virgin or something? My son will be embarrassed. You don't do that. You keep your children's, even if they're married as virgins, keep their personal business. Just keep it private, because you want to fleece people of money. Now you go and tell all these fake tales. I'm sure those children, none of them were virgins. Probably lied to their mom. How would she know? Saint Esther and the Holy Peeps. Tomorrow, yeah, my church is starting. Saint Esther and the Holy Peeps. There you go. Shut up and take my money. Ah, I'm not shutting up. No, but I will take your money though. Sheets to be examined. You don't need the UV light. My guarantee, you don't need the UV light. No, give me that $1,000. You don't. This is going to be blood on the sheets. Evidence, blood on the sheets. Unit 666. It is sick, indeed, indeed. Can you imagine? You want to take money off people, and you go and tell them, "My children married as virgins." And now they're in decent homes. Inquisitor Bacon told us everything those children have in that marriage, he's got it and more. And he wasn't a virgin, for goodness sake. This virginity thing, they pride themselves over this virginity. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's purity culture, and now we're paying people $1,000 to have our children marry as virgins. Why does it matter so much? I hate the shame culture around sexuality. I hate it too, Danisha. I hate it. I hate it. And can you imagine this woman? She probably asked her children if they're still virgins. She probably has been checking on them, checking to see if they're sleeping with anyone. And, she's probably been, no, this is not the way to do things. No, I don't care how much you love your children. I don't care how much you want to instill your values. There are some things that you need to just hands off. Your children's private parts, when they're youngsters, of course, you've got to clean them up and everything. But they get to a certain age, you stay away from their private parts. Stay away. Because you're the parent does not make you a custodian of their private parts. But I think religion makes people entitled to the private parts of their child. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's terrible, man. Terrible. You be like, better wear your sunglasses. Oh my. That means there's a lot going on the sheets. Doorknob head. There's a lot going on the sheets. Right, guys. I think that's it. Sadly, the spotted bed sheets is still a requirement. Are you serious? For some Muslim parents, after the wedding night, and some surgeons even take money operating hymen. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard that some people actually go and have the hymen. I don't know what they do, put it back or something. I don't know. Guys, never mind. Tonight, I've got to go. Oh, Britney Spears wore promise ring. Nobody believed that nonsense. Mm, 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 mm. Anyone says, I'm a virgin, please. I'm not saying there are no virgins. There are virgins, but so what? You're a virgin. So what? So what? So what? Will it put money in my account? Will your virginity buy me a house? Will it? Please. If you're a millionaire, you wouldn't care too much about $1,000. Why would God ask the same amount as proof of belief from everybody? God always needs money. Paul, God, he created the universe. He created the trees. He created the stars, the moon, the Milky Way. He created the oceans. He created everything. He's an intelligent designer. But he forgot to create his own money. So he needs people's money. You see? He needs their 10%, he needs their $1,000, he created all the magnificent things, but somehow cannot provide his own money. So he needs folks' money. Right, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Sadly, Hassan Dahir says, sadly, this spotted bedsheet is still a requirement of some Muslim parents. Really, yes. It looks like that is still a thing. Right, guys, thank you very much. I've enjoyed having you all in the chat, and yeah, be back again tomorrow, guys, and thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night, and please don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, share the videos, hit the thumbs up, all that good stuff. Thank you, and good night. Good night, everyone.